Okay, if you've just joined us, welcome to our latest Spy Rights quiz. And you'll see the pin code there, 53547. Tonight it's a Remembering Saltergate special edition of the quiz. Thanks as always to Phil Tooley for providing the questions. We are of course remembering the old stadium. 10 years ago this week, when the final match was played against Bournemouth. Remember that one clearly. And we will be showing a couple of YouTube premieres. You can see there we've got the end of an era video, which is about 2.5 hours long. We're going to show that from 1 o'clock on Friday. That's presented by Phil and features footage from matches at Saltergate, also interviews with some Spy Rights personalities. I know Ernie Moss is on there and a number of others as well. So great to reminisce about the old days on the end of an era video. And then we have on Saturday, we're showing classic matches, and there was only one match this week that we could show, and that was the final league game at Saltergate against Bournemouth in 2010. The 10th anniversary on Friday, so that's why we're showing end of an era on Friday, and then your dose of football on Saturday afternoon from 3 p.m. They're on YouTube Premiere, so we've got no worries about losing the connection with that. That'll be uploaded and ready to go. You can watch that at any time. If you join after 3 p.m. to watch it, you can just go back, take a look, or even if the following day, if you want to look at the whole video, then you can watch that from the start. But I know plenty of people will want to watch at the same time and make their comments on YouTube, so that you get the feel of all being together, watching it at the same time. For those of you who've not played before, I know we have a lot of regulars, but I think as word spreads, we'll get some newcomers as well. Just to play a video which explains how you actually set up your keypad. This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the pin code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. So welcome if you've joined us since the video was playing. See the pin code there on the screen, 53547. So you input that. Once you've put in your username as you'd like it to appear. But important to remember that once you've put the pin code in, you need to tap the screen. That will register you. Without tapping the screen, you won't be able to register. So important that you do tap the screen once you've put in the pin code. So 53547, now up to 50 participants. We'll wait for people to join us. Still plenty of time for people to log in. Just while we're doing that, just a word about last week's quiz, which unfortunately had to be cut short due to internet issues. Don't want to say too much about that to tempt fate, but fingers crossed. At the moment showing a healthy stream. But we did get past the halfway mark, which meant that we did declare the leader at the time as the winner, Jay Wheeler. So well done to Jay Wheeler for winning last week. And as always, this week we'll have a prize for the winner. Be an item from the Club Superstore once that reopens. No word on as to when that will be yet. And the winner every week will be entered into a draw to win hospitality for 4, 2 adults, 2 children. Matchday hospitality in the SBK Spires restaurant when the action gets underway. Again, no clues at the moment as to when that might be. I'm sure we're all desperate to see some live football again. In the meantime, we'll have some fun with the quizzes. This has become a weekly fixture now. Every Wednesday at 8 PM, I do a Spa Rights quiz. And it's been very competitive. We had West Bar Spa Right with back-to-back wins. Then his run was brought to an end. And then a new winner, Jay Wheeler, last week, who was leading just when the stream was cut short. So I think it was the final question before we had to end abruptly. So good timing to get the answer right there and then snatch that victory. So over 80 people now signed in. If you've not played before, you're just watching the video, then you will need a second device to take part. So you might be watching the video on your iPad or laptop or your TV. A lot of people streaming on the TV now. Then you'd use a second device such as a tablet or a smartphone. Go on to buzzerpad.com. Put in your username as you'd like it to appear. Then the PIN code there, 53547. And then tap the screen as soon as you put in your number so that you are registered. Importantly, if you're listening and you've put in your number, you do need to tap your screen after doing that as well. So just a reminder about a couple of other quizzes while we're waiting for people to sign in. We have Chester's quiz Saturday at 10 AM for kids. Prize for the top 3 who take part and finish in the top 3. You will receive free admission to Chester's for a session when that reopens. And then we have a fun family quiz. Nothing too serious. That's from 5 o'clock on Sunday. So all sorts of random questions. Might be asking you to name the nation's favourite flavour of crisps, or most popular dog, or the most, all sorts of different polls and favourites, least favourites, that type of thing. So nothing too serious and plenty of good competition. I think we had around 90 people taking part last Sunday. And again, while we're waiting, just to tell you about the 2 YouTube premieres this week. The End of an Era on Friday, which is the 10th anniversary of the last game at Saltergate, the last league game against Bournemouth. I'm going to show the End of an Era video from 1 o'clock on Friday. And the following day from around 3 o'clock, it's the final league game against Bournemouth 2010. So head over to our YouTube channel. So let's go back to the quiz screen and now into 3 figures. Great to see. So welcome, whether you're a newcomer or regular participant. Everybody welcome to play in the Spa Rights quiz. Great to see people eagerly looking forward to playing. Some great feedback, which is always very well received. So thanks to all of those who get in touch with us and tell us how much they enjoy taking part in the quizzes. Really does make it worthwhile when you feel as though you're making a difference during this lockdown period. Plenty of people helping, I should say. Without their help, it wouldn't be possible to put on things like this. So Phil Tooley, as I've mentioned, doing the questions. We have photo and design work from Tina Jenner. Also for the matches, Pete Whiteley is the man who delves into the archives and puts together videos and captures DVDs, things like that, and then we stream those. So we have some other great matches to show you, starting with that one on Saturday against Bournemouth from 2010. Plenty of other games in the pipeline as well. We don't know how long this situation is going to last, but we'll try and give you your football fix every Saturday. So the number's going up and up. Don't forget to tap the screen once you put in your PIN code, which is 53547. Important that you tap the screen just to make sure that it is registered. So the number's going up and up. And we've now hit the 150 mark. So that's great. So while we're waiting, let's take another look at the video, because I'm always conscious that it might be the first time somebody's taken part. I know we do get some people asking on the YouTube channel saying, how do I take part? So they're answering actually in the comments. You can actually take part by setting up a virtual keypad on your tablet or your smartphone. So let's take a look at how you do that. This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the PIN code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. So welcome if you've just joined us while that video was playing. Just reading some of the messages on the YouTube stream while we were watching the video, and seen a message from somebody saying that the time for answering should be reduced to 20 seconds. Well, the reason why we do that, to have 40 seconds, is because there is a delay over the internet. We were finding last week it went up to about 25-30 seconds. In which case I had to, this was not on a Sparrats quiz but on another one that I host, so I realised that at the last minute that it was up to 30 seconds the delay when the internet was really struggling. So to compensate for that, I did it for 60 seconds per question. My reasoning was that at least we could get through it, which we did. We managed to successfully run the quiz, but without altering it, it really wouldn't have worked, because if you imagine, if the delay is 30 seconds, then by the time I've read the question out, it's pretty much game over. So that's why we have 40 seconds. I'm calculating the delay tonight to be only around about 5 or 6 seconds. So that's about as good as you will ever achieve, I feel. So that's why we do have the time for the questions, but even with, in all honesty, the use of Google, many, if not all of the questions you would struggle to find. So some of them are photo questions based around photos, so would be very difficult to try and Google the answers, particularly in such a short space of time. In fact, I wouldn't fancy your chances with some of them, to be certain, even if you had some considerable time to try and find out. So just a reminder about the PIN code on the screen there, 53547. So, see that Gordon's asking if we can give the question number. Okay, so what you will see, Gordon, is the question number is shown at the top of the screen. I can repeat that at certain times, but it will say 1/20, 2/20, etc. So you can always see when the questions are on. You can always see where we are. So hopefully the audio is sounding fine tonight. Been tweaking it a little. Somebody just commented there that the sound is perfect, so hopefully it has improved. Still not 100%, but I think an improvement on before. But we'll give people a little time to log in. Don't forget, I know, repeat it for those who play regularly, but it is crucial that you have to tap the screen. Once you've put in your PIN code, tap the screen, whether it's on the finger part or on one of the letters, wherever it is, then that will see you registered. I think every time we perhaps have some people who miss out because of not tapped the screen, you will get a message to say that you're successfully logged in as well. So if you've not had that message, it might be worth just going back again and putting in your PIN number. Wouldn't recommend going back if the quiz has already started, because you will lose any points that you've gained. But I would say that it is worth spending that time now just to go back if you're not certain that you are logged in. Your username will be saved, but then you need to put in that PIN number 53547 and then tap the screen. Got a message from Phil to say that the Norman Collier is no more. That's good to know. For those of you old enough to remember, the fantastic comedian Norman Collier, whose act, or most of his act, was based on mimicking somebody with a faulty microphone so it went in and out. And I think we're having that last week with all the internet problems. So good to hear that you can hear me okay. So we will be getting underway shortly. So should we have just one last look at the video for any latecomers, just to see how you set it up? This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the PIN code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. Welcome back. So good to see the figure climbing towards 200. If you joined us while the video was being played, we're going to get underway shortly. Just one final call. If you put in your username as you'd like it to appear, then the PIN code 53547, then tap the screen, whether it's the finger at the top or one of the letters, and that will see you registered without tapping the screen. You won't be logged in, unfortunately, so it looks as though we're going to be around the 200 mark, which is fantastic. And there were some people who joined us right at the last minute, in fact some when we're actually playing as well, so the number climbing all the time. Difficult to know when to actually get underway. Let's see if we can hit that 200 mark. If you've just joined us, then put in the pin code 53547 and tap the screen. And then it will be registered and we'll be able to get underway. So I'll just give you a moment. A last call for anybody just joining us over the last couple of minutes. Quickly put in your username. That's the one that will appear on the leaderboard. And tap in that pin code 53547. And tap the screen. And you will be registered. So we're just short of the 200 mark, 198, which is fantastic. I think now we'll get underway because the ones who've joined us, like just so to speak, just one short of 200 now, but the ones who've been waiting for a while, as MW Spirite says, I've grown a beard since I logged on. So I think we'll get underway. So you are about to sign in 53547 and then tap the screen. So I think without further ado, we'll move on and get underway with tonight's quiz. Okay, in which year was the recreation ground, more commonly referred to as Saltergate, first used by Chesterfield FC? Was it 1866, 1871, 1891 or 1899? Don't forget, you need to answer as quickly as possible. The points going down as the clock goes down. JT asking, why advertise a quiz for 8 PM? Well, we've seen there's probably been about 50 people or more since 8 o'clock, so just take people time to log in. I don't think we're in any particular rush, are we, tonight? 10 seconds left, so quickly get your answer in. And the answer, 1871. That was against Rotherham, November the 4th. A 0-0 draw and played under the then Sheffield 14-a-side rule. So let's take a first look at tonight's leaderboard. Westbar Spirite, 2-times winner, goes right to the top. After the first questioner, Dippy and Shannon. Just take a scroll down. We didn't look at the start, so we'll take a look at some of the names. Flip Flop No Fondop, regular player. Mr. Mercury as well. Archie Dude. No Pembo, no Party. Zoe's uncle, another regular competitor. And Ben Smith, who's done well before. S. Watty, Moss CFC, Zeus, Benno Spire. In fact, Zeus won 1 week. Quite a few names that we all recognise, I'm sure. Kevin Wag, I know plays in all the quizzes. Sorry if I miss you out. I'm just quickly scrolling through. Might be able to see your name on there. Jack Not Lester, remember that from before. Oh, Bez Andrew, welcome Andrew. Tibby Sparrat, Charlie Farley. Mr. Oxlong, welcome back. Emma Tooley. Thanks, Emma, for your piece. It's going to appear on the website tomorrow, reminiscing about Saltergate. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way down to the bottom and we have reached the 200 mark. We have got 201, so welcome to you all, and we'll move on. Okay, who were the first ever visitors to the ground in a Football League match? Was it Sheffield Wednesday, Woolwich Arsenal, Small Heath or Lincoln City? So the first ever visitors to Saltergate for a Football League match: Sheffield Wednesday, Woolwich Arsenal, Small Heath or Lincoln City? So get your answer in, 15 seconds left. And the answer is Lincoln City. It was a 2-2 draw. September the 9th, 1899. 5,000 crowd in attendance. Great name. Billy Gooing was the first Spyrite to score a league goal there. I had to Google that just to check it wasn't a typo, but that's right, Billy Gooing. So Lincoln City, how many got that right? So 52. Sheffield Wednesday, the most popular answer. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. We have a new leader, CFC Turners, on 57. So very brief stay at the top for West Bar Spyrite. Let's move on. So here, look at the photo. Dave Blakey and Stan Milburn pictured playing at Saltergate in a 2-1 defeat against West Ham. That was October 1950. The pre-roofed cop in the background, but what was the attendance that day? 11,197, 14,197, 17,197 or 20,197? So what was the attendance for that match? Just make sure, by the way, that your live stream is right to the end of the bar. I think a few people failing to answer in the first couple of questions, so make sure that you are watching the live stream right up to date, because if you're lagging behind 10 seconds or so, then that'll be why your answer is going in too late, unless you're having connection problems at home. Perhaps there's a Wi-Fi issue. So 5 seconds left, and the answer is 11,197. The average that season, club's last in the old Division 2, was 13,077. The lowest crowd being 7,421 against QPR, and the highest over 20,000 for the Notts County match. So let's take a look. How many people put A? 11,197. Only 16, so that might have had an impact at the top. New leader, Matty M, followed by Boca Seniors and PK. So that's your top three at the moment. So Chesterfield Town beat Glossop North End 10-0 in December 1902, a record home win in a league match. How many different Spyrites scored that day? 3, 4, 5 or 6? So how many different Spyrites scored in that 10-0 win over Glossop North End? That was a record home win in a league match. $15 seconds left. Get your answer in quickly, or you run out of time. If you don't know, just guess. And the answer, 5. So how many people put 5? 89 of you. Most popular answer. So Boca Seniors now at the top, ahead of CFC Turners, and then PK, Matty M, dropping down to 6th place. Let's move on. And question 5. How many different players with the surname Smith played league games for the Spyrites at Saltergate? 6, 8, 16 or 18? So we're looking for the amount of players called Smith who played league games for the Spyrites at Saltergate, either 6, 8, 16 or 18. So how many Smiths played for the Spyrites at Saltergate? Your answer as quickly as possible. 10 seconds left. . And the answer is 8. So in chronological order, Paul, Dan, George, David, Fred and Wilf, who was born Schmidt in Germany before his name was changed, Mark and Adam. So how many people put 8? Most popular answer, 81. So 81, let's take a look. Boca Seniors was the leader. CFC Turners at the top. So Boca Seniors dropping down to 6th place. So Traff 32 and then Dippy in 2nd and 3rd respectively. No Pembo, no Party, a regular competitor, as is PK. And further down, Whitman, AJ Marsden, Moss CFC, and then LS Ian. So we'll move on. Question 6, what happened next? So look at the photo. Was it Tommy Lee's shoulder injury led to him being subbed by Trevor Carson? Was it that Tommy Lee was sent off and replaced in goal by Aaron Downs, as all subs have been used? Tommy Lee goes off to change his boots, or Tommy Lee goes off to change his shirt? So what was that a precursor to, the photo? Was it a shoulder injury and he was replaced by Trevor Carson? Was he sent off? Did he go off to change his boots? Or did he change his shirt? 20 seconds left, quickly as you can. You see the time going down on the left and the points going down on the right. So the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain, if you get the question right, of course. And the answer is, he went off to change his shirt. After the game started, referee David Webb decided Tommy's kit was too close to that of the opponent's, Luton, so he had to pop a red one on. Luton equalised last minute in a 2-2 draw. That's Boxing Day 2008. So how many people put D? 42, but catching quite a few people out. Fairly even spread of answers there. So how's it looking at the top? CFC Turners leads by 6 points from Traff 32. Then Whitman climbing up into the top 3. I think that's the first time in the top 3 for Whitman. The CFC Turners is in the lead. So who were Chesterfield's opponents on the last occasion that a Saltergate League attendance was under 2,000? Was it Halifax Town, Aldershot, Scarborough or Bury? So we're looking for the opponents on the last occasion that the league attendance was under 2,000 at Saltergate: Halifax Town, Aldershot, Scarborough or Bury. Ten seconds remain. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer, Bury. So how many people put Bury? Only 14. So a lot going for Aldershot and then Scarborough. So how does that change things at the top? CFC Turners still ahead. Traff 32 second. Whitman in 3rd place. So an unchanged top 3. There might be some who've made up some lost ground at the top, but an unchanged top 3 at the moment. So which was the last team Chesterfield kept a clean sheet against at Saltergate? Was it Dagenham and Redbridge, Hereford United, Rochdale or Lincoln City? So the last team Chesterfield kept a clean sheet against at Saltergate. Either Dagenham and Redbridge, Hereford United, Rochdale or Lincoln City. 20 seconds left. Remember to make sure that your live stream is right to the end of the bar, because any lost seconds are crucial. And the answer is Rochdale. That was a 2-0 win. Tuesday, 28th of March. Fourth last game at Saltergate. So I'm going to put Rochdale. Most popular answer, 71. So does that change things at the top? New leader. So Traff 32 overtakes CFC Turners, and then PK in the top three. Whitman just edged out by a point from the top three. And I think for the first time on that first page, we see Bucko 44 in 22nd place. So welcome, Bucko. Good to see you there. We'll take a look further down in a bit, but let's carry on. So which of the players in this photograph in the home dressing room at Saltergate had started the match against Rochdale that day in '85 but got substituted by Phil Walker? Was it John Matthews, Bob Newton, Steve Kendall or Ernie Moss? So of those players pictured there, one of them was substituted for the match against Rochdale and replaced by Phil Walker. John Matthews, Bob Newton, Steve Kendall or Ernie Moss? Should mention, by the way, if you look at Phil Walker's Facebook page, some great stories about the old days from when he was playing at Saltergate. I know Bob Newton features in quite a few of them. We have a message from Bob today. I told him that he featured in tonight's quiz. Not sure if he's been able to join us. He did say he would do. And the answer is John Matthews. So he was substituted in the 71st minute. Final game of the 84-85 championship winning season. His last ever Chesterfield League appearance, as it was for Brian Ferguson, who was injured, and Bob Newton, who moved to Hartlepool. So how many put John Matthews? Well, very even spread there. Steve Kendall and Ernie Moss 40 apiece. 39 for John Matthews, but most going for the Newt, 74. So he'll be glad to hear that he's come top in a particular poll. So how does that affect things at the top? Traff 32 is still there, and Whitman now in second place. CFC Turners, former leader, in third place, and Boca Seniors. So I mean, quite tight at the top, not much to separate. Well, the top 9 really, and yeah, further down, in fact we'll take a look further down, I think after the next one. So we're on question 10. How many different players scored for Chesterfield at Saltergate in playoff semi-finals? Was it 4, 5, 6 or 7? So how many different players scored for Chesterfield at Saltergate in playoff semi-finals? 4, 5, 6 or 7? Answer as quick as you can. I did tell you that it would be very difficult to Google most, if not all, of the answers to the question set tonight, so I don't think Mr. Google would be much help with these sort of questions. And the answer is 5. So Calvin Plummer, John Ryan, Tony Lawman, Nicky Law and John Howard. So 3 goals there for Calvin Plummer. So let's take a look. And how many people got 5? Most popular answer, 84. So let's take a look. Leaderboard. Traff 32 still leading. Ahead of Whitman. And then Karate Dad getting into the top 3. Boca Seniors still well in contention. Summerfield Blues. But let's take a look further down. CFC Turners, who was leader at one point. Further down on that page, Mattisfield Town. Interesting. Bucko's there in 21st place. A regular competitor. Zoe's uncle, Owen. I think Owen was a winner the other week. And Lee did well, I think in either the first or second quiz. So welcome to you, Lee. S. Watty, no Pemba, no party. Northeast Spirites, regular competitors, Mr. Mercury. Some very familiar names there. Mr. Janus in 46th. Jay Wheeler, last week's winner. Not threatened the top of the leaderboard yet. Still plenty of time. Kevin Wagg. And further down we go. Charlie Farley, slightly inappropriate name. Also we've got Lead Spyrites, Shazza and Shez. Kurt CFC. Mr. Harden in 81st. Welcome, Ivor. Ben Smith. Further down we go. We go into the hundreds now. Sammy Spyrite. Ooh, Walla Walla. Welcome, Dave. Alfie Spire. Inky Blue. Can you see your name amongst those? So we now past the 100 mark. Westbar Spyrite. 2 times winner. Not doing so well tonight, unfortunately. And on we go. We do have around 200 people signed in to play tonight. Yeah, just looking on the YouTube feed. Westbar Spyrite languishing, he says. That's a good word. Jack Not Leicester. Carson is still our hero. Remember him playing last week. Edges in 158s. Welcome the Edge family. Good to see you playing again. Veiled Madness, welcome to you. Spyrite Phil, I think was doing well the other week. Till Fooley, great name. Jay Wheeler's dad, keep it in the family. Mr. Oxlong in 195th. Got 1 or 2. Derek Niven's #1 fan. So we have over 200 people, but seems as though perhaps connection was an issue. Might have signed out and come back in again. So let's move on with the quiz. So Jack Lester was Chesterfield's top scorer in each of the last 3 seasons at Saltergate. Who was the top scorer in the season before Jack's recruitment, 06-07? Was that Caleb Folan, Colin Larkin, Paul Hall or Wayne Allison? So who was the top scorer in the season before Super Jack's recruitment? The 2006-07 season. Was it Caleb Folan, Colin Larkin, Paul Hall or Wayne Allison? So 15 seconds left. We've got around about 190 who are actually answering or able to answer. So Caleb Folan, 8 league goals plus 4 in the Cups. Larkin, Hall and Allison all bagging 6 goals apiece. So how many people put Caleb Folan? Yeah, the most popular answer, 72. So how's that looking at the top of the leaderboard? Traff, 32, still ahead from Karate Dad. And then Bocker Seniors. On we go. So who is the Chesterfield outfield player in this image from a youth team game in 2005? Went on to make over 130 career league appearances. Is it Josh Law, Dan Gray, Adam Smith or Jamie Lowry? So we're looking for the outfield player for the Spyrites in that photo. Very much obscured. Can you work out who that was? Made over 130 career league appearances, either Josh Law, Dan Gray, Adam Smith or Jamie Lowry. Ten seconds left, so quickly get in your answer. Have a guess if you've got no clue. And the answer is Jamie Lowry. That was a game against Boston. I'm reliably informed. How many people? What, most of you got that right. 141. So how's that shape things up? Traff 32 still at the top. Boca Seniors second. AJ Marsden in third place. So Karate Dad dropping out. AJ Marsden going into the top three. So in the final season at Saltergate, how many appearances as a substitute did Scott Bowden make in all league matches home and away? Was it 20, 25, 30 or 35? So regular substitute was Scott Bowden. How many appearances as a sub did he make in that final season at Saltergate? The time running out. 5 seconds left. And the answer is 30. So he started 5 games that season from his total of 35 appearances. So how many people went for C? 30? Only 22. So 25 was the most common answer, 94, then 67 going for 20. So this could have stirred things up at the top. Well, no, Traff 32 is still there. Boca Seniors in second. And then AJ Marsden in third place. Whitman just outside the top three. So we move on to question 14. Dave Waller scored in 8 consecutive league games for Chesterfield in 1989. But which team didn't he score against after he'd equalled the club record? Was it Huddersfield Town, Reading, Cardiff City or Bolton Wanderers? So easy to get confused with these. Which team didn't he score against after he'd equalled the club record? So I'm expecting Walla Walla to get this one right. The Dave Waller superfan. So Mr. Waller drew a blank against which of those sides? Huddersfield, Reading, Cardiff or Bolton? Five seconds left. And the answer is Reading. Last match of the season, Chesterfield were 2-0 up at half-time but lost 4-2. The Reading. Narrowly the most popular answer, 53, but very even spread. So that could have made things interesting at the top. But still we have Traff 32 leading by 53 points. Boca Seniors and then Summerfield Blues, a new name in the top three. AJ Marsden just dropping down, as does Whitman. So Traff 32 from Boca Seniors and Summerfield Blues. On we go. How many different players and managers are there on this end of an era montage produced by Tina Jenner? 71, 81, 91 or 101? So don't know if Phil was given the answer to that or whether he painstakingly counted them all individually. Perhaps he can let us know. But the judge's answer is final. So no dispute. And the answer is 81. So how many people put 81? 34. So catching quite a few people out there. 64 apiece for 91 and 101. So this could change things at the top. Let's take a look. Traff 32 is still there from Boca Seniors and Summerfield Blues. So Traff 32 really is setting a good pace. Can they be caught in the closing stages of tonight's quiz. Just one point to say that somebody's saying about their getting the questions right but not showing. Just make sure you're not answering before the timer starts, because your question won't be logged if you jump the gun. So we go on. Question 16. So in Chesterfield's run to the FA Cup semi-final in 96-97, how many goals did they concede at Saltergate? 0, 1, 2 or 3? So how many goals were scored? Sorry, how many goals were conceded by the Sparrites at Saltergate in the FA Cup run to the semi-final in 1996-97? So 0, 1, 2 or 3. So Phil assures us he did actually count them. The players in the montage in the previous question. And the answer 0. So beat Bury 1-0, Scarborough 2-0, Bristol City 2-0, Nottingham Forest 1-0 and Wrexham 1-0. So how many people put 0? Oh yeah, over 100 getting that one right. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Traff 32 is the one to beat. Boca Seniors in second, Summerfield Blues in third. Then Whitman, who's been up there for a while, fourth place. Karate Dad. Let's look at the top 10. Dippy, PK, Moss, CFC, Reggie for POTY, and still desperate for a haircut, aren't we all? So which of these statements about the most expensive player ever signed during Chesterfield Saltergate days, £250,000 striker Jason Lee, is false? So he was sent off more times than he scored for the club. And his starts for Chesterfield Saltergate was never on the winning side. His last ever appearance in the Football League was at Saltergate, or the season before he signed for Chesterfield. Lee scored the winner for Watford against the Sparrites. So lots to take in there, but we're looking for the statement which is false. So was he sent off more times than he scored for the club? Was it that his starts for Chesterfield Saltergate was never on the winning side? Was it that his last ever appearance in the Football League was at Saltergate? Or was it the season before he signed for the Sparrites, he scored the winner for Watford? So I need to lie down after that. So hopefully being able to take that one in. So 5 seconds left. And it was B, and he starts for Chesterfield Saltergate. He was never on the winning side, so that was false. Because twice he started when the Sparrites won against Fulham and Gillingham. So how many people put B? 43. So is Traff 32, yeah, still in the lead. 3-1-6 from Boca Seniors and Summerfield Blues coming into the closing stages tonight. So according to historicalkits.co.uk, which of these was Chesterfield's normal attire in 1871, the year they moved to Saltergate? Was it black and white, blue and white hoops, burgundy and sky blue halves, or Union Jack? So you can see the kits there. But which was their normal kit in 1871, the year they moved to Saltergate? The black and white one, the blue and white hoops, the burgundy and sky blue halves, or the Union Jack? So 10 seconds left. You're answering quickly to stand a chance. And the answer, blue and white hoops. All the others were 19th century Chesterfield kits. So how many people put B? 42 put B. Union Jack on the most popular answer. So do we See any changes at the top? So Traff 32 still leading from Boca Seniors and Summerfield Blues. On we go. And the penultimate question. Two men who won more than 100 England caps have managed teams at Saltergate, but which pair? Peter Shilton and Bobby Moore, Bobby Charlton and Billy Wright, Bobby Moore and Bobby Charlton, or Billy Wright and Peter Shilton? So good question. Once again, two men who've won more than 100 England caps have managed teams at Saltergate, but which pair? From those, Peter Shilton and Bobby Moore, Bobby Charlton and Billy Wright, Bobby Moore and Bobby Charlton, or Billy Wright and Peter Shilton? Very tough one, and another one you're not going to find on Google, that's for sure. Ten seconds left. And the answer is Bobby Moore and Bobby Charlton for Southend United and Preston North End respectively. So that's C. How many people put C? Well, fair spread of answers there. The second most popular one, but only just slightly different to D and B. Peter Shilton and Bobby Moore, the least popular answer. So as we go into the last question, let's take a look again at the leaderboard. So Traff 32 at the top from Boca Seniors and Moss CFC. Summerfield Blues, Whitman, Spire Power, Dippy, Linz, AJ Marsden, South Normo, Spirite. That's the top 10. So still a chance to catch the leader. There's only, 11 points separating the top two. So it is going to be between those two to win it tonight. Remember that we will have a prize of an item from the Club Superstore for the winner, and also going into a draw for matchday hospitality for 2 adults and 2 children when we get back underway. So let's take a look at the final question. According to Stuart Basson's excellent CFChistory.com website, which was the first team that Chesterfield beat at Saltergate? Was it Stony Middleton, Derby Grammar School, Nottingham Forest, or South Derbyshire 11? So the first team beaten by the Spirites at Saltergate, either Stony Middleton, Derby Grammar School, Nottingham Forest, or South Derbyshire 11. This is going to decide it, the final question. So are we going to see a dramatic win at the death, or is Traff 32 going to hold on and claim victory? Has been at the top of the leaderboard for a long time. Boca Seniors and Moss CFC in hot pursuit. The answer is South Derbyshire 11. So how many people put South Derbyshire 11? 64. So the most popular answer. So now we take a look at the top 3. So let's start with, in third place, it was Moss CFC. Summerfield Blues gets into the top 3, 286. In second place, we have Traff 32. So we have a dramatic last gasp win. Boca Seniors steals it right at the death, 328, winning by 12 points. So what a dramatic end to tonight's quiz. Traff 32 leading for so long, looked to have won it. You would have put money on Traff 32, but no, Boca Seniors had different ideas. To be fair, Boca Seniors had been up there for most of the quiz and just managing to steal it right at the death. Summerfield Blues breaking into the top 3 also on that last question. So let's take a look further down. Moss CFC, who had been in third place, just edged out. Whitman, who had been doing well, finishing 5th. Fishy, then Whiffen 14, Spire Power, Kurt CFC, Dippy, Flip Flop, no Fondop. Let's take a look further down. Can't give everybody a name check, I'm afraid, but you'll be able to hopefully see your name as we go further down. We did give a shout out earlier to Bucko, finishing 29th. Good to see you playing. And still we go. Last week's winner, Jay Wheeler, finishing 45th. Ooh Walla Walla in 53rd. Well done, Dave. Lee, who did well in the, I think it was the first quiz, I think finished 3rd place, 65th tonight. And still we go, Zoe's uncle. You will be able, by the way, to see the rerun on the YouTube channel, so if you want to know, if you've missed where you are and want to look back, you will be able to see that. So we're just having a quick run through just to see who's finished where. So we're past the 100 mark. Till Foley, 129th. And still we go. Great to see around 200 people taking part tonight. Scoop de Loop. Like that one. This time next year, Rodney. Then that probably takes prize for one of the best names. Big Fools and Horses fans in this household. Been plenty of those reruns during the lockdown period. Edges, 165th. Hopefully you read Zoe's recollections from watching the Spyrites at Saltergate. I was on the website earlier this week, so do take a look at the different memories of Saltergate. And still we go. Carson is still our hero, 190th. Emma Tooley, read her piece tomorrow on the website. Some great memorabilia that she's got. I'm guessing the ones at the bottom had issues with connecting. So well done to everyone. Let's just give you a reminder about the Fun Family Quiz, which is on Sunday at 5 PM. Nothing too serious. We also have before then Chester's quiz for kids from 10 AM on Saturday. And keep an eye out for all the Remembering Saltergate pieces that are on the website. And we conclude towards the end of the week, the end of an era video from 1 o'clock on Friday. And then from 3 PM on Saturday, it's the final game at Saltergate against Bournemouth. 10th anniversary of that being on Friday, so great time to show that. So we'll just zoom back to the top of the leaderboard and take one final look at the top 3. Hope you've all enjoyed playing. Whether it's your first time with us or whether you're a seasoned campaigner now with the Spyrites quiz, please do tell others about it and let's see if we can get around 200 playing on a regular basis each Wednesday night. Great to receive the feedback as well. Thanks very much to those who've given us feedback to say how much they enjoy playing on a Sunday night, on a Wednesday night during this lockdown period. Always pleasing to hear that people do look forward to playing. A difficult time for everyone, but it brings people together and great to see. So As we see the top three there, congratulations once again to Boca Seniors, a dramatic victory at the death from Traff 32, who led for so long, and then Summerfield Blues in third place. So don't forget, Boca Seniors, if you take a screenshot or a photo of your keypad just to prove that it's you, and then email media@chesterfield-fc.co.uk. We'll also put that out on the website and social media, just in case you've not made a note of that. So just need proof of you winning it, because you've got an individual screen which will show your Boca Seniors, show that you've won. So if you email that to us, you can then pick an item from the Club Superstore once that reopens. And also you'll go into a draw for hospitality for 2 adults and 2 children when the action gets back underway. Just a final thanks once again to Phil Tooley for providing some excellent questions again tonight. Also Tina Jenner for her imagery. Some great photos from Saltergate, both on here and on the website. And also, if you're interested in any images, then Tina does have some. Look at her website, saltergate.co.uk. So at various times, books and images as prints are available. A bit difficult at the moment with the lockdown, but might want to make a note of any images that you want to purchase, and I'm sure that Tina will help you if she can. So hopefully you'll be able to join us next Wednesday night, again from 8 o'clock for the Spy Rights quiz. Don't forget about the 2 videos on Friday and Saturday. So I hope you've all enjoyed playing tonight. We hope you join us again. In the meantime, stay safe and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.